Parashat Vaerah. The question on the table is that if you have something against another person because he did you an avra, he did you something that you have truthfully a reason to dislike him, how do you get out of that feeling out of your system? Because really it's taking up space in your mind and it's not paying your rent. So how do you get it out of yourself? How do you do it? That's the question. And I gave an example of someone that had told me that he was a Khatan 38 years ago. Baruch Hashem, he has a beautiful family. He's a grandfather. But he still remembers that on the Sabbath, his Sabbath, he had hired a Chazan. And the Chazan, he paid him his full price. And the Chazan was supposed to be there 2 hours. And after 1 hour, he got up to leave. And he said, "What's this?" He says he double dipped, as they call it. He hired himself the second day. And the guy left. You know, and he said, "I hired you. How do you leave me?" He left. It bothers him till this day. He doesn't live with it, but whenever he meets this Chazan, how do you remove that? This week's parasha, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells Moshe Rabbeinu, "Vayidaber Hashem el Moshe ve'Aaron," and it says, "Ve'el bnei Yisrael ve'el Paro melech Mitzrayim." So Rashi says, what does that mean, ve'el Paro melech Mitzrayim? To give kavod to Paro. Make sure you give kavod to Paro. You treat him with respect. Him, he tried to kill Moshe Rabbeinu. Rashi says he put a sword to his neck, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu made it hard that he couldn't cut. He made him run away. He had to be, he would run around, and he was a fugitive. He was looked after. And here, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells Moshe Rabbeinu to give him kavod. How does that work? You hear the question? So there's two approaches to this. First approach is malchut. The giving honor to a melech is important for the stability of the whole nation, of everyone. You have to, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave it into this world that there's such thing as a leader, a malchut.
You mean if he's a tzaddik?
It doesn't have to be a tzaddik. You have to give him respect. You need it for the stability of the country. If you don't have that, one man, then Rachmana litzlan. So you have a tana, you have a good tana, but why don't you look at the overall picture? Does the world need him? Does this country need him? Paro was needed. Why was Moshe Rabbeinu put into the house of Paro? You know why? So he should learn how to lead a country and how to command respect and how his words should be said and listened to. Paro, he weren't out from Paro. Paro had the ability. So therefore, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells Moshe Rabbeinu, true, you have reason to hate the guy. You have reason to try to throw him over. But we need him. I'm telling you, he's needed for the stability of the country. That's malchut. And it's current events. They're trying to overthrow the president. The president is someone that the country needs a president. It needs a leader. It needs someone that comes out and says the word, has the word, the last word. It's needed. And what are they trying to do? Overthrow. That's the truth. So they're going against the Torah. And secondly, a leader is put in from one above. You have to understand that a leader is chosen by HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he gives him the ability to rule. So true, you have Tanakh. This is the second thing. It's true you have reason to dislike him and hate him, but you have to know that if he's in that position, he didn't walk in on his own. And we, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us, that we saw it. Here came a businessman. He had no shaykhs at all to taking, he was never in politics. And he didn't even believe himself that he could win. He went in not even believing. And even the day of the election, he didn't believe that he'd win. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu was clearly put him in, and we see why. He's good to Eretz Yisrael. He's good to Jews. He's good to him. He just now put in another person. If you would see the guy, I think his name is Avi something. He looks like he just got out of yeshiva. That's the next verse he put in. You're going to be thinking, young guy, looks like a guy that just came out, right? And he put him in. So you see, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is giving him strength and giving him that he should be good to us. That's what it is. And here we have liberals that want to overthrow him, but they're not going to be successful because HaKadosh Baruch Hu put him in. Shula pi derech hateva. Doesn't make sense how he got in, right? No, and they've tried to throw him over from the first day he stepped in, right? That's been trying. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives him another. Economy is great. Everyone has jobs. Stocks are doing well. Everything's doing good. He's strong. He got Iran to be quiet. He knocked out he knocked out the worst terrorist in the whole world. Two of them. What? Of course. I'm just sure how HaKadosh Baruch Hu is giving tremendous siyata d'shmaya. So those are the two things. First of all, it's needed, and secondly, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So even when it's been Adam and Chavero, and it's between me and my friend, what's that reason? You have to understand and believe that everything comes from Borei Baruch Shemo. True, he did it. But if we're maimin be'emunah shalema, that everything comes from Borei Olam, that's the last word. So then, okay, he did it to you. But umaseh, it has to be, there was a reason for it. There was a cheshbon. It was for your benefit. Whatever you can say. That's how we have to believe. I'll tell you a story what happened to me yesterday. Yesterday, I go always to Union Tuesday. The first time in 20 years, I get onto the highway, it's West 22, and there happened to be a tremendous accident at the end of the road, and everyone is parked. No movement. So I said for half an hour Tehillim, it didn't help. Then I took out my notebook and started to write Torah. As soon as I started to write Torah, the Satan wasn't happy, so what did he do? The other side, they closed off the other side also because the helicopter was coming down. It seems there was an accident, they could take the guy out. So they closed the other side. So there was a break in the highway, a little bit further in the wall of the highway, was like an opening. And people and cars were moving. All of a sudden I see cars are moving to that opening. I go to the opening, I head back home. So I see HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted me to hear that. I knew with myself. I said, it's all Borei Baruch Shemo. That's why he doesn't want me. So I went today to Union. I saw the Barim didn't want me. Whatever the reason is, there's a cheshbon. Maybe if I would have gone further, there would have been, who knows what could have happened. I don't know. There was a cheshbon for everything. That's how you have. When you believe that, then you relax. Then you're not, it's not tight. Relax. It's upstairs. That's it. That's the key. And that's the key to success, and that's the key to menuchat hanefesh, and that's the key to simcha. HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us all tremendous hatzlacha, tremendous bracha, b'zchut the Torah that we just now said, after mincha, after ma'ariv, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu bless us. Unbelievable shefa bracha, amen, ken yiratzon. Amen.